the time of its unveiling, it looked as though Vegeta's Ultra Ego transformation was going to go down in Dragon Ball history as one of the most iconic scenes in the franchise, joining the likes of Ultra Instinct and Gogeta Blue as some of the most hype moments in the Super era of the franchise. In the build-up to the transformation, Vegeta's characterization was on point. Locked in a frenzied battle with Granolah, he reminds the audience why the Saiyan Prince has become such an iconic fan-favorite character. He reminds the audience that he descends from a long line of Saiyan warriors, born and bred for battle. And then it happens, as a torrent of purple ki surrounds Vegeta as he emerges with a completely new transformation for the first time in his character's history. No evolution of a previous form, this is all Vegeta. And his first line with the form is as badass as it is poetic. A god of destruction taught me that power derived solely from instinct is unbounded. And with that, the Dragon Ball fandom exploded. Fan art, Vegeta was trending on Twitter, forum posts of hype, everyone was ready for Ultra Ego Vegeta to change the face of Dragon Ball. And that was 1 year ago today. And so far, Ultra Ego's record is 3 fights and 3 losses. If we knew that this transformation was going to be such a jobbing, stupid gimmick, waste of time, waste of space, disappointment, we never would have wasted our time getting hyped in the first place. So in this video, we're going to break down why Ultra Ego isn't just the worst transformation in Dragon Ball, it is one of the worst transformations in anime history. So let's break down what Ultra Ego actually is. You see, it's supposed to act as like the yin, the Ultra Instinct's a yang, as Goku's Ultra Instinct specializes in avoiding enemies' attacks. Meanwhile, Vegeta's Ultra Ego is all about taking on enemies' attacks in order to immerse itself more in battle and get stronger. Like, cool sounding on the surface, but then when you think about it for more than 1 second, you realize that, you know, the person avoiding the injuries is the person doing better in a fight. So yeah, I say Vegeta was given a worse transformation to Goku on purpose. But more on why later on in the video. Right now, let's focus on how Ultra Ego has given Vegeta a new and efficient 4-step method to job and be useless in a fight. Step 1. Vegeta transforms into Ultra Ego and boasts that he now has unbounded, unlimited power. Step 2. Vegeta takes some damage from his enemy and actually does get stronger for a bit. Step 3. Vegeta begins to take on too much damage from the enemy and begins to get weaker, betraying the whole gimmick of the form. Step 4. Vegeta takes on so much damage that he just powers down and loses in the most pathetic ways you have ever seen in all of anime. So you'll see the problem here is that the whole gimmick of the form, all it does is cause Vegeta to take on too much damage and lose. Like, he didn't even manage to cause any permanent injury to Gas or Granolah. Like, if you're gonna get beaten up that hard, at least have something to show for it. At least take off a limb or something. Good lord. Like, no one can get hyped over a form where the gimmick ensures that the user loses like an idiot. Like, that is the opposite of a power fantasy. Like, contrast this with Goku's Ultra Instinct. The way Ultra Instinct Omen was first shown off for the first couple times in the Dragon Ball Super anime, it's so iconic because the auto dodge feature of the form is shown to be so effective in battle, even culminating in one of the most iconic Kamehameha finishes in the history of Dragon Ball when Goku beat Kefla. Okay, but I know some of you may defend Ultra Ego, comparing it to another eyebrowless transformation that did not win a single fight in the saga it was introduced in, the legendary Super Saiyan 3. But here's the thing, a transformation doesn't necessarily have to win to show it was useful. It just has to show that it has some merit. It just has to show that, you know, it can move the plot along, it can make the character, you know, actually look cool for some time. That's all the audience wants from a transformation. Okay, but in Super Saiyan 3's defense, like, Goku could have beaten Fat Buu, but decided not to. Gotenks could have beaten Super Buu if he didn't waste time like an idiot. And the only reason why Goku lost to Kid Buu in Super Saiyan 3 was because he wasn't used to how the power would drain out of a living body. So the story does show that although Super Saiyan 3 didn't win, it's still very useful. It still has a purpose for the user, unlike Ultra Ego, which is just a new iconic way to job efficiently. Like, come on, there's a reason why, and this is to go even further beyond. It's so iconic in the franchise. Like, Super Saiyan 3, useless, but you can't deny it's pretty cool. It's just like this overclocking of the Super Saiyan form. And then not to mention, like, at least Super Saiyan 3 has Sharingan, you know, at least it has the Super Dragon Fist. But I know some of you are thinking, but is that movie, are those movies even canon? Well, is Ultra Ego even canon, really? Oh damn. Okay, it is complicated. Dragon Ball's canon is a bit of a mess right now. But what I am driving at is that the reason why Ultra Ego sucks so much is because Toriyama did not create it. You see, there's a scene in the latest film Dragon Ball Super Superhero where Vegeta is reflecting as to what made Jiren such a powerful, formidable adversary, and he concludes that the way Jiren fights is that he fights with the utmost efficiency via instinct. See, this is still going back round to Ultra Instinct being the endgame for any martial artist, the peak of martial artist prowess in Dragon Ball. Like, there are no hints of Vegeta trying to come up with a form that he needs to get punched in the face to get stronger like a moron. And on that note, where did Vegeta even get the idea of getting hit in order to get stronger? Like, in all the scenes that he was training with Beerus in the manga, like, there was not one scene where Beerus mentions needing to get punched in the face to get stronger. Like, it's like Vegeta heard about Goku's childhood head injury and was like, oh Kakarot, I've seen the secrets to your power. It's severe concussions to the head. Well, I'll catch up with you soon enough. And it's like, I even saw that this Reddit comment where it says it's like Beerus taught him wrong on purpose, and I just Okay, so if Toriyama has no plans to give Vegeta a true Ultra Ego, then what will he give Vegeta instead to stand toe-to-toe with Goku? Because he said repeatedly that Ultra Instinct just doesn't suit the kind of fighter he is. And I am sorry to say, Vegeta fans, but there's a chance that Toriyama just may give Vegeta nothing. You see, throughout the original manga, after Toriyama decided to keep Vegeta alive after the Namek saga, you'll see that he primarily exists as somewhat of a foil to Goku, not in the antagonist protagonist sense, but more in the sense that Vegeta is there to make Goku look better, to glorify Goku's path as a true martial artist, a true humble, self-improving martial artist. Like things like Vegeta dies against Frieza, Goku beats him, you know, the way they evolved the Super Saiyan transformation. Goku's mastered Super Saiyan form was so much stronger than Super Vegeta. Boost Saga, Vegeta needed a goddamn boost from a ugly ass demon just to fight on par with Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and then Goku was still holding back Super Saiyan 3 throughout the whole fight. Like, it's just not a good look for Vegeta, man. And then what makes this all the worse, right, is that when Toriyama had the opportunity to rewrite Dragon Ball's ending for the Kenzenban manga re-releases, I think this was over 10 years after the original manga ended, Toriyama wrote a new ending for Dragon Ball, and in the very last panel of his magnum opus, he changed it so it's a panel of Vegeta seething over the fact that he will never catch up to Goku. And then even back on the Boost Saga, like, Vegeta's character arc is just accepting that Goku is better than him. Although admittedly, during the Super era of Dragon Ball, Toriyama has been a lot nicer to Vegeta. Like, he had his moment to shine in Battle of Gods, he was as equally strong and stupid as Goku in Resurrection F, and technically, it was half Vegeta that beat the out of Broly, and even in a recent interview, Toriyama said that he would be interested in putting Vegeta into the main role for a film. And by recent, I mean 8 years ago. So right now, Ultra Ego exists in this list as a form of half measures, you know, to give Vegeta fans the illusion that one day the Saiyan Prince will get the recognition, the time in the spotlight that he deserves. But a transformation like Ultra Ego should be the spotlight, as transformations are a celebration of all the characters' hardships and struggles as they break their limits and ascend to a higher form of themselves, and fulfill the shonen power fantasy, as they immerse the audience in a world where all their problems can be screamed away as they transform into a version of themselves with more control and autonomy over the world around them. But no, Ultra Ego exists as a microcosm summarizing the pathetic role Vegeta has been given to play in the Dragon Ball franchise. That is looking cool for a bit, getting beaten up, and then waiting for Goku to save the day. Like, it just doesn't do justice to an anime icon like Vegeta. He deserves so much better than this. Like, no one wants to transform into a pathetic side character to their own story. That's what Ultra Ego is. And for that, it's not just a disappointing transformation, it's one of the worst in anime history. But hey, in a superhero, it looks like Vegeta won that sparring match against Goku, so yeah, maybe there's hope. Woo, yeah. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm the casual anime guy who just likes to explain things. Like, subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching again, and peace out.